Hi, it's Mitch from PickDawgz.com here, and it is Thursday, October 13th, 2022. We're doing 7 free props for Thursday night football, and it's going to take us under 7 minutes. Of course, the way this show works, I just go to the betting tools over at sportschatplace.com. I go to players, NFL, and it just shows me all the NFL player props for today. All sorts of menus covering all different types of props, parameters as to how often the props have to hit in order for them to show on my search. And then, of course, the time frame, last 5 games, 10 games, year, whatever the case may be. You can set all those exactly the way that you want to see it. And I'll show you those on the screen in just a moment. But the way that this show works, it's 100% free. We just ask that you smash the like button. Takes you half a second. Helps us a ton. Subscribe to our channel. Over 94,000 people have done so. When it comes to views, though, we are the #1 viewed sports betting YouTube channel. We get more views on a weekly, daily, monthly basis than all the other sports betting YouTube channels combined. And of course, doesn't make us perfect, that's for sure, but it certainly means that we must be doing something right. And of course, if you have picks today, we'd love to hear those, love to see them. We need to see them in the comments, though, before the game start. Telling us you won after the game, well, congratulations, but that sure doesn't help us win. And, we're all about winning as a community. That's why I'm here giving you my picks, or at least the picks from the betting tools. Like I said, not my picks. These are the betting tools picks. But anyways, let's get to a couple of these picks. We'll come back to some of that stuff in a little bit. Number 1, we're going to take Robinson under 46.5 yards rushing. The rookie finally on the field and ready to go. But against this stout Bears defense with a quarterback that, well, they want him to throw. They're going to be defending the run, that's for sure. I'm going to take the under in Robinson rushing yards. Number 2, Kmet, under 28.5 yards receiving. You want to talk about quarterbacks that aren't getting it done. Justin Fields, man, his passing yards are the worst in the NFL. 28.5 yards would be generally about 20% of all the yards the Fields throws for in a typical game. So betting tools say under, which has come in 60% of the time, is the way to go with Kmet. Pick number 3 is Samuel. This guy has bailed Wentz out time and time again. We saw it last week against the Titans. He was the person that actually made that a game. And over 47.5 yards receiving for Samuel. This one's hit 4 of the last 5 times. Of course, the Commanders play from behind an awful lot. So when you're playing from behind, garbage time, a lot of throwing of the football, trying to catch up. So Samuel, over 47.5 yards. I actually really like this one at Pick'em odds. That's pick number 3. Like I said, these picks all come from the betting tools. These are all prop bets. If you're looking for betting picks, props, totals, sides, all that other stuff from the world's best handicappers, head on over to our websites, PickDawgz.com and SportsChatPlace.com. Click on the Premium Picks tab. And while you're there, be sure to use this code 15OFF. You'll get 15% off all of your purchases. All these picks are 100% documented. Click on leaderboards. Click on hottest cappers. You'll see who the hottest cappers are. You just click on their name and you can see every pick they've ever made, exactly how you got to that record over the last 24 hours, week, month, year, NFL season, however you want to look at it. All of those picks 100% documented. Of course, that 15 off qualifies everything from my $15 big play or any of the other cappers' $15 plays all the way to the yearly, monthly packages, whatever, the whole cart. There are no exclusions. But let's get back to some more of these prop bets. We're going to take Mooney under 44.5 yards. Like I said, he's got a quarterback that only throws for about 120 yards a game. So 44.5 is a bit of a reach here. We're going to take the under for Mooney. Next pick, Justin Fields, the quarterback we were talking about, under 171.5 yards passing. This is hit 60% of the time. Maybe tonight's his night. I don't know, but most of the time it's not. We'll take the under 171.5 for Fields. Carson Wentz, over 219.5 yards passing. This is really low yards for a guy that, is considered, has the big arm and all of those kind of things. But Carson Wentz plays in a lot of garbage time, right? Because the Commanders, they lose a lot of games. So over 219.5, especially if you think the Commanders will be trailing, you know that they'll have to throw the football, kind of like what they had to do last week. So over 219.5 for Wentz. Pick number 7, Khalil Herbert, over 26.5 yards rushing. This guy's pretty good, but he shares time in the backfield. So 26.5 is a modest number. He definitely gets a lot of those short yardage yards, but why not? Over 26.5 yards. This hits 80% of the time, and we're getting pick-em odds on this. We'll take the over for Herbert yards as pick number 7. Let's just recap everything we've gone over. Be sure to smash that like button. Takes you half a second, helps us a ton. We super appreciate it. Of course, subscribe to our channel. Over 95,000 people have done so. Put your picks in the comments. No beating each other up in the comments either. You can't make money in YouTube comments. It's like, why pretend that you can? And, let's win as a community. That's really what it's all about. Let's beat the books. That's where you get paid, not YouTube comments. And then, of course, if you're looking for best bets from the world's best handicappers, guys that are willing to have their picks documented to show you exactly what they've done over time, head on over to PickDawgz.com premium and SportsChatPlace.com premium. Use that code 15OFF. That includes everything from my $15 big play, other cappers $15 play, to whatever you put in your cart. You'll get 15% off using that code. But let's recap the picks. We took Robinson under 46.5 yards rushing. We took Kmet under 28.5 yards receiving. We took Samuel over 47.5 yards receiving. We took Mooney under 44.5 yards receiving. We took Fields under 171.5 yards passing. Wentz over 219.5 yards passing. And Herbert over 26.5 yards. There's your 7 free props. These are 7 of literally hundreds of props available every day over at SportsChatPlace.com. Head on over there, check them out. I know you're going to absolutely love it. And, of course, be sure to subscribe to our channel if you haven't. And our newsletter, I'm giving away a big giveaway on Friday, so make sure you're subscribed. Aloha. Ahui ho.